Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are safe and healthy. So, if you're new here, my name is Anshita Mittal. I'm a CA finalist. Of course, you have seen the title of the video. So, we are going to learn today how to make a timetable. This video was requested by one of you a few days back, and from then, I've been noting down all the points which I actually consider while making a timetable. Okay, so see, I can easily make an Excel sheet and give you a timeline that within so and so days you have to finish your first revision, and within so and so days you have to finish your second revision, and so on. And then also I can give you a timeline for, let's say, complete a particular subject in 10 days or 15 days and so on. But trust me, when I say this is really not going to help each one of you. It might help some, but not everyone. These Excels are available on YouTube in bulk, and but that's not how we make a timetable. This might help you for one exam cycle, but what about learning the real technique and the approach to adopt to make a timetable? So that is why I wanted to make a video where I actually share the techniques behind making a timetable which is effective and achievable, or what you should actually consider before you start making a timetable and then actually proceed with its making. Yes, you heard it right. You are not going to prepare a timetable directly, but after doing some preliminary task which is of utmost importance. Before we proceed, let me make it very clear that this video might go long, so if you feel that you can listen or understand this with an increased speed, please go ahead. But yes, what I can guarantee is these few minutes that you spare will definitely add value to your life. Now do one exercise for me. Pause the video and just grab a piece of paper and one pen. Okay, let's proceed. So first of all, ask yourself all these questions that are visible to you on the screen. Right? Write down the answers that come from within. The first thought that comes to your mind when you see a question, or when I ask you these particular questions one by one, you have to figure out what actually is the right answer for you. Okay, so a different point what I would like to add over here is a fun fact. This is going to be whatever answer you write, all these answers are correct. There is nothing called right or wrong in these questions. Everything you think, everything you write is correct, because it is going to be a customized timetable for you, which you are going to implement in order to achieve your targets. Okay, so there is no question of whether this is right or wrong. Everything is right, everything is correct. Okay, remember this is the most important area, because if you will answer them honestly, half of your problems, confusions, which will automatically be solved. So the first question that you have to answer is, are you a night owl or an early bird? From which I meant that whether you wake up early in the morning, or maybe you like to study in the daytime or at late nights. So you have to answer this particular thing. Okay, to keep on writing the answers as I ask you the question. These answers are going to really help you actually prepare your customized timetable very well. Okay, so the second question that you have to answer is, if you are taking a more of time in any of the questions that I'm going to ask, you can just pause the video and think आराम से. अगर अपने questions आराम से अच्छे से answer किए, definitely these are going to help you in making your timetable very well. Okay, so take your time, but do write the answers honestly. Okay, now second question is, what type of person are you? Like, do you believe in quality revisions or in the number of revisions that you do? So some people are like this कि अगर उन्होंने quality revision किया है, they have revised the subject एक ही बारी बहुत अच्छे से, तो they just need 1 or 2 revisions more, जल्दी वाली, और वो जल्दी हो भी जाएंगी just because they've spent a lot of quality time in revising the first time when they did the subject. But some of you might be like, no, if I'll revise the subject, let's say for 4 times, 5 times, then only I'll be confident in exam that yes, I remember everything. Not everything of course, but yes, most of it. So only that will happen if you know what kind of person you are. You believe in cumulative revisions, or the number of revisions matter to you, or the quality of revision matter to you? Because if you are doing a quality revision, you are not going to get so much time कि आप बहुत सारे revisions कर लो. But if you are going for the number of revisions वाले concept पर, then definitely you might revise the subject 4 times. But choose the option only on the basis of your capabilities, your capacities, and your grasping power. Okay, right. The third question is number of days a particular subject is going to take for you. See, I can say you can complete your law in say 10 days आराम से with all the questionnaires, everything, but that is going to be a timeline for me, not for you. You might be weak in law, you might take a lot of time to cover up law, but you might take less time for FR, which I probably may take more time, right? So that depends upon person to person. A subject you are going to revise in 10 days, 6 days, 5 days, that is totally up to your revisions, your notes, your how much you like the subject, how interesting you find it. That is totally upon you. So you have to decide for each subject how many days you are going to take for a particular first revision. Then you can obviously second revision का भी plan कर सकते हो, and so on, depending upon the number of revisions you have decided. ठीक है, इस तरीके से you can just write it down. Okay, once you're done with this, you have to answer whether you know the material that you are going to use for a leave period for all the subjects. क्योंकि कई बार होता है we keep on changing the materials that we are studying. We thought we are going to study from this material, but end up taking 2 or 3 materials which is not at all going to help you. Choose a particular material. You should be very clear which material you are going to refer during the whole exam leaves. Okay, done. Now, how many minimum hours of sleep is required? Some of you might have notes. आपके notes हो सकता है किसी आपके friend के पास है, या आपको किसी से borrow करने हैं, complete नहीं है, तो first of all please complete them, because these are definitely going to test your time. आपको patience test होगा and you'll feel कि नहीं मेरा काम सही से नहीं हुआ है, तो first of all complete all the pending work, right? Now, whether you know the material that you are going to use for a leave period, this was done. Question number 5 was how many minimum hours of sleep is required so that your brain functions the best. How many minimum hours of sleep you think that you मिनिमम तो इतना चाहिए ही चाहिए जिससे कि मेरा ब्रेन फंक्शन, मतलब अगर इतने घंटे ना सोना तो आई विल नॉट बी एबल टू प्रोबेबली वर्क फॉर द होल डे नेक्स्ट. सो डेफिनेटली यू मस्ट बी नोइंग कि आपको कितने घंटे की नींद चाहिए. इतने बड़े हो चुके हो, इतना पता है, राइट? ऑल्सो एट वॉट टाइम यू गेट यू गेट द बेस्ट एंड द काम स्लीप. हो सकता है कुछ लोगों को रात को पढ़ना तो अच्छा लगता है बट वो दिन में भी नहीं सो पाते चैन से. तो अगर दिन में चैन से नहीं सो पाओगे तो रात को भी डेफिनेटली नहीं पढ़ पाओगे. ठीक है, तो यू हैव टू सी ऑल दीज थिंग्स. नाउ वेदर यू आर अ पर्सन जिसको 6 से 8 घंटे एक साथ सोना पसंद है, या फिर यू लाइक टू स्लीप इन इंटरवल्स. सम पीपल स्लीप फॉर 4 hours एट वंस एंड 4 hours फॉर द नेक्स्ट इंटरवल आफ्टर स्टडिंग फॉर सम पीरियड. आई नो वी शुड नॉट डू लाइक दिस. और यू माइट बी अ पर्सन जो 6 घंटे रात को सोना पसंद करता है, 2 घंटे दोपहर को सोना पसंद करता है. तो यू डिसाइडेड, यू राइट इट डाउन. ओके, नेक्स्ट, how many hours can you study productively at a stretch without any break? Like for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, how many hours at a stretch? Productively होना चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं बस लिखने के लिए लिख दिया 4 घंटे बट दिमाग कहीं चल ही नहीं रहा. 2 घंटे के बाद दिमाग बंद हो जाता है. हम सबको पता होता है कितने घंटे हम एक साथ पढ़ सकते हैं. You have to see like that. Okay. Next, how many classes are pending for your study leaves? This is an important question to answer because depending upon this, you will be able to decide, because the classes are going to consume a lot of time, definitely, no doubts about it. So you must be knowing कि आप किस तरीके से उसको complete करने का plan कर रहे हो. ठीक है, कितनी classes है पहले तो ये पता होना चाहिए, फिर उसको किस तरीके से complete करने का सोचा है. You have to answer this. Okay. Next, what is your pattern of study to stay confident? Whether you like to study 1 subject at a time or 2 subjects at a time, or you like to study more than 2 subjects at a time, you have to decide this. ठीक है, इसके basis पे you're going to allocate your time, allocate the number of days, allocate the number of slots. ठीक है. Now, do you want to revise the subjects done simultaneously or after completing the first or second revision? Like if I'm doing one particular subject at a time, let's say I targeted कि I'll complete the subject in 10 days, right? Now after 10 days I'm going to start with the second subject, and with that second subject do I feel like revising the first subject 1 घंटा के लिए, 2 घंटे के लिए, एवरी टाइम आई स्टडी द नेक्स्ट सब्जेक्ट। तो इस तरीके से इफ़ यू आर अ पर्सन लाइक दिस, यू हैव टू डिसाइड कि क्या मुझे इस तरीके से पढ़ना अच्छा लगता है, या फिर आई कंप्लीट द होल फर्स्ट रिविजन ऑफ ऑल द सब्जेक्ट्स, देन गो फॉर द सेकेंड रिविजन ऑफ ऑल द सब्जेक्ट्स इन द सेम सीक्वेंस, और लाइक दैट। सो यू हैव टू डिसाइड क्यूमुलेटिव रिविजन करना है, छोड़ना नहीं है सब्जेक्ट को। नहीं तो कई बार क्या होता है, जब हम छोड़ देते हैं तो हम भूल जाते हैं। तो इसमें मेरी पर्सनल प्रेफरेंस रहती है कि हमें छोड़ना नहीं चाहिए। छोड़ने से ना ऐसा लगता है कॉन्फिडेंस लूज होता है, इवन दो वी रिमेंबर बट स्टिल वी फील लाइक वी डोंट रिमेंबर एनीथिंग। सो मेरी प्रेफरेंस रहती है कि साथ साथ उसको एक बारी उठा लो, बट कुछ लोग होते हैं दे कंप्लीट रिविजन नंबर वाइज। सो दैट बोथ द थिंग्स आर परफेक्टली ओके, क्योंकि उससे भी लोग सक्सेसफुल होते हैं, इस टेक्निक से भी सक्सेसफुल होते हैं। तो सक्सेसफुल होना इन दोनों चीज़ों पर डिपेंड नहीं करता कि आप क्या यूज़ कर रहे हो, इट डिपेंड्स कि आपको क्या कंफर्टेबल लग रहा है यूज़ करने में। अगर आप फर्स्ट कैटेगरी पर्सन हो, आप सेकेंड कैटेगरी को यूज़ करोगे तो डेफिनेटली यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू बी successful. But if you are a second category person and you are using the second category, then it's fine. So you have to decide what type of person you are. Okay, next, what's your all-time favorite hobby, or what can bring your motivation and energy levels back to study when you have no motivation to study at all? See, इतना लंबा स्टडी पीरियड होता है, वी हैव सो मेनी डेज, सो मेनी मंथ्स एक्चुअली, वी हैव टू लॉक आवरसेल्फ in a room for so many hours, we study. So definitely we need some energizing thing to do, जिससे कि हम अपने मोटिवेशन लेवल्स को वापस लेके आ पाएँ। हो सकता है किसी को सिर्फ सॉन्ग सुनने से एनर्जी मिल जाती है, सॉन्ग सुनने से अच्छा लगता हो, उनके ब्रेन सेल्स अच्छे से फंक्शन करने लग जाते हैं, वो जो थके हुए टायर्ड ब्रेन सेल्स हैं वो वापस से एक्टिव हो जाते हो। तो जिस भी चीज़ से एक्टिव होते हैं, डू दैट फॉर 10 minutes, 5 minutes, फॉर 1 hour निकालना है ना दिन में, तो 1 hour भी निकालो। बट सी कि आपके पास बाकी का टाइमलाइन कितना है। तभी मैंने बोला था कि आपको ये सारी चीज़ें आंसर करना ज़रूरी है। आपको कितने घंटे पढ़ना है, ठीक है, कितने घंटे पढ़ सकते हो। अब जब 8 ही घंटे पढ़ सकते हो, आपके पास स्टिल 1 घंटा है खाली, तो उसको यूज़ करो ना, उसको उस चीज़ में यूज़ करो जिससे कि आपको ऐसा ना लगे कि मैं सिर्फ पढ़ ही रही हूँ और मैं कुछ कर नहीं रही हूँ, है ना। तो दिस रियली हेल्प्स। ओके, नाउ मूविंग फॉरवर्ड, now once you've answered all of these questions, you are ready to make a timetable now, ठीक है। So the first step is to allocate your sleep hours, study time, breaks, कि कितने घंटे का sleep hour होगा, कितने घंटे के breaks हैं, कितने कितने breaks you need, how many study slots you can make out of them. So once you have already made the slots, now you must be very clear about the study slots कितने हैं, sleep timings क्या रहेंगी, और breaks कितने रहने वाले हैं और कब कब रहने वाले हैं। Let's say if you are one of those who is an early bird, right? Now write down the time you would like to go to bed and at what time you get up, so that you have this thought very clear that this is my sleep hours. And please fix your sleep hours. Don't sleep like I'm sleeping at 12 today, I'm sleeping at 4 today, I'm sleeping at 10 today. No, प्लीज़ कीप देम फिक्स्ड। अगर फिक्स्ड नहीं रखोगे ना तो फिर प्रॉब्लम होती है। हम अगर फिक्स्ड रखते हैं ना तो हमारा ब्रेन खुद ही रोज़ सेम टाइम पे सोने जाएगा और सेम टाइम पर उठता है। बट अगर हम कंटिन्यूसली उसको चेंज करते हैं ना तो उससे क्या होता है कि हमें हर टाइम ही नींद आती रहती है और हम एक्टिव नहीं रह पाते। किसी दिन हमने अपने ब्रेन को ज़्यादा एग्जॉस्ट कर लिया है, किसी दिन हमने उसको कम एग्जॉस्ट किया है, तो वो टायर्डनेस रहती है और टायर्डनेस एक्यूमुलेट होती है। इससे अच्छा है कि रोज़ अपना स्लीप आवर्स सेम रखो, ठीक है। नाउ sleep makes you actually productive, right? Now, so you have got that slot where your brain and body are going to take rest and prepare themselves for the next beautiful day. This is considered as an unproductive hour though with respect to studies, but actually it is because of these hours your rest of the day or the rest of the time that you are going to spend on studies is going to be super productive. Trust me on this. Okay, so now your sleep is done. It's time to freshen up and do some exercises, meditation, or whatever you like. Set your day's targets, prepare a list of that, and with whatever you want to achieve in the day. Keep this 1 hour as your me time and try to get active. Like these days we are all at home, no house helps are available, so you can definitely help your parents in doing the household work. So yeah, that can be used like this hour can be used like that. Okay, now make slots of the balance time that is available to you as per the question number 6 that you answer, ठीक है। now subject selection allocation has to be done as per your convenience, as per the questions that you've answered earlier. Like, do you like to study one subject at a time, or a mix of one theory, one practical, 3 subjects at a time, or whatever it is. Like if you study for, let's say, 2 subjects, and your slots are of 3 hours each, and you have decided to study for, let's say, 8 to 10 hours, then you can have 4 to 5 slots each day. If you want to give 3 slots to one subject and 1 to 2 slot to the other one, that's totally fine. It is as per what you actually think of each and every subject. Like, some subjects demand more time and attention, and some just needs very less of it. It depends or happens with some chapters also. Like, some chapters require a lot of time, lot of revisions to make you comfortable with that subject or chapter. But some chapters are like, you are done with it once and you will say that I'm confident, I can just go and give an exam of this chapter because this is so simple. So this happens, right? Now the planning part is done, but what about tracking the execution? Because in planning करना ना फिर भी आसान हो जाता है, but उसको execute करना, implement करना is really difficult if you don't track it. So for that I had prepared an Excel sheet. I'll show you that. Okay, this is the Excel sheet where I had mentioned all the chapter names of each of the 8 subjects, and have inserted the column for the number of revisions. You can increase or decrease them as per your convenience, as per the answers that you've mentioned in the question. Like, if you are doing the quality revision, you might need less revisions, but if you are doing the revisions, you're focusing on the number of revisions that you do, so definitely you'll have to increase the columns, right? So you can insert the column, you can insert the row, whichever way you can modify it for your use, customized use. Okay, now this helped me to track my progress, and most importantly it helped me to gain a sense of accomplishment each day. This acts as a motivation to do more and fill all the columns with the word done, right? So this definitely helps, as you know very well that keeping a track of your preparation is equally important as studying regularly and consistently. So you can modify this sheet as per your requirements. At the end, I would like to just say that studying is important, but most important is studying consistently. It's like if you are studying for 16 hours a day and you are not studying for the next day because you have totally exhausted your brain so much that you have no energy to do anything on the next day, this is not going to really help you. So better है कि आप 8 घंटे रोज पढ़ लो rather than 16 hours a day. कंसिस्टेंसी मोमेंटम तभी बनता है, अदरवाइज इट्स ऑफ नो यूज. मोमेंटम के साथ पढ़ना है तो यू हैव टू बी कंसिस्टेंट, अदरवाइज यू विल नॉट बी very much confident about your preparations, right? Study a little less every day, but don't do inconsistent study. Okay, that's all I want to say. And at the end, I hope this will definitely help each one of you, and you might be more confident about how to make a timetable now. This is how I prepare my timetable, this is how I track my progress. And yeah, that's all for today. If you liked this video, if it added any value to your life, don't forget to give a big thumbs up to this video. Share it with everybody who might need this at this particular point of time. And that's all for today. अगर आप इस चैनल पर न्यू हो और आपने अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब माई चैनल फॉर मोर सच वीडियोज़, and let me know your feedback, your suggestions, and some chapter requests that you would like to have on this video. That's all for today. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourself and your family, right? Bye bye.